We're ready to rock and roll.
Rock
Oh, a
and
little
roll.
air guitar.
That's right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Comic Talk. I'm Steve with ActionNerd.com.
And I'm Brandon with the Collectors.
And it's raining like
Cats and dogs.
cats and dogs. I'm glad I didn't say what I first going to say. Jeez, yeah, it was pouring. It's pouring. And we got thunder out there, too.
Yeah.
So.
And possibly, if you get unlucky enough, we'll get a little rain inside.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because this rains inside, too. That's the beauty of a place like this.
Yeah, there's nature inside.
Wow. So I got to start with this.
Mm-hmm.
Your anniversary's coming up for the store.
That's right.
Tell me about this sale because I couldn't believe my eyes.
It was 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, congratulations.
Which is crazy. Yeah, it doesn't feel like 2 years, but it's been 2 years. And so this Saturday, we are having a 50% off store-wide sale.
Really?
That's
Everything?
Yep. I mean, except for consignment pieces.
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So I can get I can get that for $30.
$30. It's gonna be $7.50. $7.50. $20.
How about the trophy?
Trophy's not for sale.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta win
Gotcha.
that. You gotta earn that.
Pokemon packs?
Pokemon packs, half off.
What?
Yep. Don't tell Nintendo or Pokemon Company.
What about Magic?
Magic, half off.
Holy smokes. You got to get down here. What day? Only one day?
Only one day, this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Is that the 9th?
Yeah. So you've got Multi-City Comic-Con here in Lebanon at the Expo Center.
Yeah.
Stop here. What time you open?
We open at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Stop here between, after, before, and come in here and get some stuff half off.
That's right.
Heck, if you're a vendor, come in here and get half off and go sell it at your booth.
Boom.
Make some money.
Jeez,
because the prices are already reasonable. Should make a little cash. That's exciting. Congratulations on that. I want to talk a little bit more, and we've been talking about your subscription plan, and the box is full of absolute Batman, or absolute Superman, isn't it? Because I missed it. Which these absolute titles are going great, and I want to talk about that in the 3x3. But we talked about the League of Geeks, that website. And one of the cool things is you can set this up, and you're going to get set up on this, where you can go to this website. We're going to put the link and everything in here, right over here. Mark your pull list. Just look at what the new comic books are coming out in the weeks ahead. Mark it and send it to the collectors here in Lebanon.
That easy.
Then Brandon will pull it, have it ready for you in your subscription rate, and you're all set to go. Now, that's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so take a look at that. If it's available, he'll get it. And that's a great thing. Top 20 countdown. It's under 7 minutes now.
Oh, wow.
Let's go to the top 20, and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome to the fastest comic book countdown. Let's start it off with our number one spot, Vampirella, 672. Raws are selling for 170. Slabs 169. That doesn't make sense. It's a 9.8. This is the Virgin limited to 500 Will Jack cover from 2024's New York City Comic Con. It's the Comic Mint KRS comic version. Next up, number 2, Absolute Batman. It's still in it. This is the original cover A cover from Nick Dragato. Sales are about $30 for Raw. $100 for a 9.8. I think I'd grab that. That's great. This book is fantastic, and all the absolutes are doing really well. Next up from New York Comic Con, again, this is the Todd McFarlane Peach Mocha special, the Spectral Comics. This is signed, so it's limited to 500. Sales, $500 for a CGC 9.8. Raws are selling for $289. Wow. That thing's cranking. Up next is Absolute Wonder Woman, and I took a second read of this last night and loved it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking last time. This one's great. This is the cover A, Hayden Sherman cover. Common sales, Raw's $20. A 9/8's $54. I don't believe that. That's probably a pre-sale that they blew it on. So what? Absolute Wonder Woman. Then Absolute Batman. Now, this is a variant Javier Fernandez 2024 New York City Comic Con, the Comic Corner. Akira Homage, limited to 1,000. 9.8. CGC 452. 221 for a raw on this book. Wow. Next is Absolute Wonder Woman. This is a variant cover. Dan Panacina, a 1 in 25. Raw is selling for $45. A 9.8 slab, 124. Again, probably a pre-sale. I don't know how they could have got it slabbed that quickly. Then we've got at number 7, Wolverine number 1. Now this is those magic variants, and this one is selling for 130 raw. No slabs yet, but 130 raw. I don't know. Hey, it's a magic version. Next at number 8 is another Absolute Batman, and this is a sketch cover. So it's the Javier Fernandez 2024 New York City Comic Con, Comics Corner, third print, Akira Homage, limited to 2,000, and they're selling for 150 for a 9.8, $78 for a raw. And at number 9 is Alien Romulus number 1. This is the Bajon Barons 1 in 25 ratio. Top sales $46 raw, 130 for a 9.8 slab. Good looking cover, really nice cover. Let's take it to the top 10. This is number 10, the Sensational She-Hulk. Number 1, the Mirka Andolfo New Champions cover. $40 for raw, 200 for a 9.8 slab. I don't know. I don't like the cover, but that's our top 10. Let's get into the top 11 through 20. Venom number 3 is at that number 11 spot. CGC 9.8 was 248. Raws are about $123. This was because the movie, I did not hear the movie's doing that great. Some people loved it, but we'll see what happens. At number 12, the Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, number 0. Raw sells $30, and no slabs yet. Grommets. Now, I love this from the very beginning. Grommets, and this is Grommets number 5, the Brett Parsons 1 in 10. This is that 80s series. Fun series to be a part of. This is selling for $51 raw. Hey, it's worth checking out. I really recommend this series. It's a really fun book. If you're born in the 80s or lived through the 80s, I should say. Next up, number 14, Absolute Batman number 1, the logo cover. It's a foil. Top sales $33 raw. Slabbed said 9.8 was $60. Again, maybe it's a pre-sale. That's pretty cheap. I'd grab it for $60. Coming in at number 15 is Spawn 357. Now this one is that retailer thank you from 2024 New York Comic Con, signed by Todd McFarlane, limited to 300. Yeah, $580 is the sales on this, and that's a raw sale. Wow. Coming up at 16, Godzilla Monster Piece Theater. This is the Jim Rugg cover, and it's a 1 in 10. And it looks like the old music concert posters, if you remember those. $25 for a raw. That's not bad. No slabs yet. The Lot, number 17. The Lot, number 1. This is the 2024 New York Comic Con Bad Idea panel. $75 raw sell. Wow. Most commonly sold at $55. 0 slabs yet. It's rumored to be optioned. That's why it's on this list. Number 18, another Absolute. This is Absolute Wonder Woman number 1, the Jeff Decker cover. Raw sales $16. It's a cool black, red, and gray cover. That's it. $16. Looks like you can find a 9.8 for $49. Not so sure. Number 19, Venom. Guess for the Venom Last Dance movie. This is the Lethal Protector Volume 1, number 1. Regular 9.8 is $120. Raw is $23. Remember, they made a ton of these, so That's it. Finally, at number 20, Absolute Wonder Woman #1. This is the Jim Lee black and white version. 1 in 100. It's a cool cover. Top sales is $175. Raw $267 for a 9.8. That's it for the fastest comic book countdown. Okay, that was quick. We're trying to make it fast. That's the top 20, and you can see it's still dominated by Absolute Batman, New York Comic Con stuff. The stuff that you really can't get unless you were there, which makes sense because that's why they make them there. But let's talk of our 3x3 right now.
I'll go first.
Yeah, love it.
Got some good stuff up here. X Factor #4. And this story has been awesome so far, man. Like
It has been.
We're slowly, like, not completely focusing on each character, but each issue have a different focus on a different character. Like last time it was Granny Death or Immortal Granny, or
that was Aunt May. Is that no? I'm thinking of that other thing.
Spider Society. No,
yeah, that's the one that you said just doesn't die. That's her superpower.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Immortal Granny, yeah. And then this one, they're focusing more on what's her name? You'll read it and figure it out.
Yeah, it's a secret. It's trivia.
But it focuses on her and her relationship with a teleportation mutant, and they go down deep in the earth, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Good. And there was one scene in there, which isn't really a spoiler. It's just like a little something to think about. Is they were going down into the earth, and Havoc was like, "Granny, you're not going with us." And she's like, "I'm not scared. I can go down there." And he was like, "Yeah, but you not being able to die. What if we get buried and you're down under there forever?" And she's like,
"Oh, that's touching, isn't it?"
I'm not going down there. Wow. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's a Hallmark Channel movie.
Check that one out. Up next is Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood. And this one is like a little anthology thing. It tells different stories of Peter with the black suit. And they get kind of brutal in this one, man.
Really?
Yeah. Some guy tries to trap Spider-Man, ends up stabbing him a couple times, but yeah.
Wow.
Spider-Man don't play no games.
That's how that other one that I read was the Wolverine version of that. They are pretty brutal.
I like it.
Yeah.
Next up is Blood Hunters #4.
I gotta get that. Hallows Eve's on the cover.
Theme with all the fours.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blood Hunter #4, the team is still at it. They're still hunting the main vampire group that helped Varney start the whole Blood Hunt series.
So now take me back. So we had the Blood Hunt and it ended.
Yes.
Is this in the middle of this or is this after it?
This is after, because when we ended the Blood Hunt, they defeated the demon Varney that was taking over Blade.
Right.
They didn't defeat his main henchmen, his lieutenants.
Okay.
And so now the Blood Hunters, which is made up of Bloodstone here, the White Widow.
Yep. Hallows Eve.
Dagger. And Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
And Miles Morales.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in here too. And they're trying to finish off the last of the Blood Hunt group there.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, and they're all like specialty vampires who have like different special abilities.
Awesome.
I'd say pretty good. Up next, one of those collaborations you know I love.
Yeah.
Aliens versus Avengers. And this was awesome. I really enjoyed this one.
I read a review on it. I have not read either of them, and they say this is one to get.
Yeah. This one was really cool because it farthers the story and puts more of the alien lore into the Marvel world, to where those AI bots, what do they call them, the synths, they're in here, and then there's one real smart one, the one that was on Prometheus. Oh, I forget his name, Bob or Dave or something like that.
John.
Yeah, him. He ends up being too smart, and there ends up being 3 of them, and they're planning to just destroy all the worlds with these aliens.
Wow.
Yeah, and so when they first get to Earth, they decide to make the Weyland-Yutani company like one of the big ones, and they try to take over Stark Industries. Well, you have to read it, check it out, see what happens.
Yeah.
But
Tony's not gonna let that happen.
Yeah. Tony, everybody's old in this one too, so remember that.
Oh, are they?
Remember that, yeah. But Tony's still sharp as ever. He's still sharp. So check that one out. Check that one out.
All right.
Up next is Venom War Spider-Man, issue #4. And this one dove deep into Spider-Man and how he feels about the old jackpot, who is Mary Jane.
Right.
Since they're over now, she's got powers. He's still in love with her, but he makes some
I
sacrifices.
forgot. How did she get powers? Do you know
I
that?
think it's the suit. I want to say
Okay.
it's the suit and the gadgets.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some people didn't like that she got power.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Why
kinda
can't
like,
she
come
just be
on.
Mary Jane?
Yeah, just be Mary Jane.
I don't know. It's what we know and love,
That's right.
And my last one is X
Love
Force
it.
number 5. And we lose a member in this one.
What?
Yes. And unlike X Factor, it's not predictable. You're not
Don't tell me it's the tank guy.
you're not ready to, I can't tell you, man. You gotta check
Oh,
out issue number
man.
5. We lose a member, and it is pretty sad. But
Well, what? Okay, who's the members now?
well, we do got Tank.
You got Forge.
We got the 2 psychics here.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the 2 psychics. That's the electric girl. She has electric powers. We got the little cyborg lady. I need to remember these names, but I
You
just...
know what? Because I'm wondering if it's like the Star Trek red suit one, the one that's the guy with the red shirt always gets killed.
Well, maybe. I don't know. You have to check it out and see, but I enjoyed this one as well.
All right, cool.
That's my 3.
All right, now I got an apology to make,
Uh-oh.
which is a very rare thing. I don't know what the hell I read last week, but it wasn't Absolute Wonder Woman. I must have read another Wonder Woman.
What did you read?
I don't know. God, getting old sucks. I read Absolute Wonder Woman and loved it. I was wondering when we were talking. I was like, yeah. When you said, oh, yeah, and she grabs the demon. And I'm like, yeah. I don't remember that.
Must be a deleted scene.
Yeah. Well, crap. I read the wrong Wonder Woman. I read a different Wonder Woman. Listen, this is good.
You liked it.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I wrote big bold letters.
I
Loved
was
it.
just marking it up as like crotchety old man.
Yeah, it was crotchety old man syndrome. It was so good. I can't wait for the next one. Listen, DC, you and I are just like hoping it works, hoping DC happens. And Absolute Batman nails it. Absolute Wonder Woman nails it. I've heard Absolute Superman nails it. I will read it tonight. But man, these are some good things. And it just takes me back to Ultimate Spider-Man, where they rewrote the whole thing, and it really did well. And it's neat, and it's like you're forgiving of it. Because a lot of the times, I don't want him to redo the whole thing. I don't want him to change stuff that's been established since the 30s or 40s or whatever. But wow, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And as you saw in the top 20 list, a lot of those Absolute Wonder Woman are on it. The covers are just amazing. Next one I read was one I picked up from you last week, was Sectar's number 1. And I will say the art is dumb. Really cartoonish, like Saturday morning cartoonish.
Oh, okay.
Probably intentionally. And the story was just okay. It's not something I'll go back to. I grabbed the number 1 issue. I'll keep that, but I don't think I'll go back any further. It's a story of a very beginning origin story where the guy is trying to get on his insectoid. They ride on flies and bees and these giant things, and you have to bond with them. Very much like Avatar. Remember Avatar? You had to bond.
Yeah.
Same type of thing. So that's a pass for me. Now, Ghost Machine is one of my favorites, and they've come out with the Hyde Street. And Hyde Street we talked a little bit about, couple episodes about. They came out with a one-shot called Devour. And Devour is about an eating disorder and the peer pressure that's put on this gal from her ma and her grandma. And you got to get thinner because you don't fit in your wedding dress. Now, that sounds kind of like a dumb thing to read about, right? But, of course, with Hyde Street, there's a bit of a horror element to it.
She starts eating people.
Oh, that'd have been cool. That'd have been really cool. But she takes on this stuff, and it gets her skinny.
Oh.
But there's a sinister plot behind it.
Ooh.
And I don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
But it's a good one shot. I really enjoyed it. There's two or three variant covers. I grabbed both of them that I could find. Really fun story, great art, great storytelling. Check out Devour. The next one is probably my favorite next to Absolute Wonder Woman's debacle that I did. It's called The Hexiles. Now, you got 6 kids. One dad, and he dies. So they're at the reading of the will, the funeral, the whole 9 yards. 6 kids, 6 different moms.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he was a player. And it's a rapid book. Boom, boom, boom. He sold his soul.
Ooh.
The dad did. Each child has, I guess you could call them black magic, demonic.
Okay.
It was inside me. I couldn't even say it. Demonic powers. Really cool. Like it moves rapidly in this book. And, they all owe for what he did.
Oh.
So that's the start of it. Really cool. I recommend it. It's called The Hexiles. Hexiles. Now, I read Wolverine's Revenge.
What'd you think about that?
Listen, he just kills everybody. I mean, okay, it's kind of cool, but he kills 3 people. Wait, yeah, 3 people in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like boom, 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 dead. So
Getting it done.
well, yeah, well, it kind of bothers me though, because if that's all it is, I mean, okay, what's going to be the next issue? Pick another 3 characters and kill them?
Yeah.
And then does it really matter in their universe or anything? Because it's in it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not thrilled. Okay, Nightclub 2. I'm a fan of Nightclub. Nightclub is about the 3 teenagers that become vampires. They wear the Mexican wrestler match. What's the name of that? I always forget how to say that. With those masks.
Luchador?
Yeah, luchador mask. Because they don't want to get the sun and burn them, so they protect themselves that
Obviously.
way. And they're superheroes. Love triangle. I've said this before. There's a love triangle. There's a guy and a girl that love each other, and there's the other guy on the outside that loves her too, but he gets mad, joins the bad guys, bites the bad guys. They all become vampires. That's where the story ended last time we talked about it. Well, this time, the bad guys start whooping everyone's ass.
Oh,
bad.
That's real bad.
Like real bad. So bad, I don't even know what's going to happen with the book.
Oh, it's over.
It might be. It might be. It's, whew, talk about whooping. They tore it up. If there was a Red Band trailer, come to think of it, it's not really that graphically violent, but they whoop some butt. It is great. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but I don't know what happens after this.
Uh-oh.
Nightclub 2, number 4. That's a great one. Finally, I picked up Hell Mask from my buddy Justin. You know JD.
Oh.
And he's a big fan of Danzig, Glenn Danzig. And Glenn Danzig wrote this story, and it's got his name on the front. So I said, hey, Justin, you want this? He said, pick me up one. So I picked him up one, picked myself up one, and I wasted $5.99. It is. What did I say was one of the worst things I ever saw last week? Was one of the worst. This is my, I can't say shit of the week, so I'll say, yeah, it is the shit of the week.
Oh,
it
man.
was horrible.
Dang.
Oh my God. If he wrote this, he needs to go back to elementary school. This is terrible. Terrible. It's a guy who's fighting his way through a battle, and it's like, and he raises his sword and he strikes the guy down. Next panel. And he raises his sword again, and the blood cuts into his head. I mean, are you kidding me? And it's beautiful paper, beautiful cardstock type, thicker paper. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Glenn, jeez.
What
Come
happened?
on. What happened?
What happened, Bobby?
The tour over? It was terrible. Hell Mask. Stay away. Stay away. All right. That's it for our 3x3.
Wow. Ah,
Brutal.
ended
Little
on a bad
brutal.
note. You ended with a bad taste.
I did end up with bad. But the Absolute Wonder Woman, Hexiles, Nightclub 2, and then your X-Force, X Factor, and what was the other one that you said was really good?
All the X's.
Yeah, you love the X's.
That
one.
Aliens.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking how good that story is. I might catch up. I didn't get one. We're on 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to grab that. So let's do some fun trivia since it's absolute Superman time.
Okay.
Let's do some Superman trivia.
Here we go.
Let's try it.
Jeez.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Let's do it.
What year
Oh, man.
did Superman first appear in Action Comics #1?
1923.
38.
Ah,
Almost. All right, question 2. What is Superman's Kryptonian name? You know that.
Kal-El.
That's right.
Yes.
Who created Superman?
Jor-El.
That's good. No, the artist.
Oh, I don't know that.
That's good.
No.
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. What is the name of Superman's love interest and fellow journalist at the Daily Planet?
Lois Lane.
That's correct. What city does Superman protect as his primary base of operations?
Metropolis.
Correct again. Who is Superman's arch enemy known for his genius, intellect, and wealth?
Lex Luthor.
On a streak.
Yes.
What is Superman's weakness that can strip him of his power?
Kryptonite.
That is correct again. Question number 8. Which Justice League member is Superman's best friend and fellow hero in the DC universe?
Batman.
That's right. Now, I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were best friends.
Yeah, the best friend, man. They watch
All right.
movies all the time. It's
They hang out and do We Real Wills.
Yep, they do. They do.
Number 9. Who are Superman's adopted parents on Earth?
Oh man, that's the Clarks. The Kents. No, he's Clark. They're the Kents.
Yeah, Jonathan and Martha Kent, or the Clarks, as we're known. Number 10. Final answer. What is the? Damn it! I say final answer every time. My wife says, "Why do you say final answer? It's a final question." Final question. What is the name of the fortress where Superman keeps Kryptonian artifacts and advanced technology?
That's the Fortress of Solitude.
You are correct again. That's it for trivia area.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Let's talk some movies.
Oh, you watching the interesting lately?
I watched 2.
What'd you get?
I watched, well, you know, my wife and I are doing the YouTube shuddering, where we watch a horror movie. We're doing that short too. It's under 8 minutes, just chatting about a movie. So we watched Late Night with the Devil.
I've
On
seen
Shudder.
previews. I haven't watched
Yeah.
it though. Any good?
You ever see a school play with
Yeah.
your children and it's terrible?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh wow.
It is terrible. Oh my God. And these reviewers on YouTube, like 100,000 subscribers are reviewing this. So scary, terrifying. They even got Stephen King. Oh, this is horrifying. And they must have misspelled Stephen King. It's probably some other Stephen King because he would never think. So it's shot to look like a 70s vintage television show with that sort of camera as well. I thought that was cool. It builds for 45 minutes of absolute nothing. And it could have been a cool story, but the effects were so horrible. So horrible. Guys vomiting black stuff. You could tell it's completely CGI vomiting black stuff. And then they throw like black oil on somebody. The effects of the possessed little girl, horrible.
Oh man.
Everything about this was terrible. My wife and I looked at each other and she said, that was the worst movie I've ever seen. And she's kinder than I am, much kinder than I am. It was just terrible. It really was like watching an elementary school play that was put on by people that never read the script. It was just horrible.
Dang.
Then we watched last night Don't Move.
Don't move.
Have you heard about that?
No.
It's brand new on Netflix. And it's the girl from Yellowstone. You know the Native American girl that one of the sons marries and has a child with?
Haven't watched the show.
Oh, you got to watch Yellowstone. Anyway, that's another show. Um, she stars in it, and it's about a guy that kidnaps her, and the don't move premise is he injects her something that paralyzes her,
Oh, okay. Well,
so she can't move. It should be called can't move.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you, this was dynamite.
Oh,
We Real Reels needs to evaluate and analyze this one. This had so many good scenes in it. The acting was amazing. The budget must have been stellar because it was shot beautifully. It was so good. Suspenseful. You didn't know what was going to happen. You hoped she'd make it out alive at the end. No, I'm not going to tell you what. But man, does it just hit. And, you know, you think of, you see a lot of these where they take somebody and they fight their way out in bed. She's paralyzed.
yeah, she can't do that.
She can't move. She can't even talk. She can do this, blink her eye.
Oh, wow.
That's it. And so how do you get out of that? And this guy's nuts, man. He's nuts. So I highly recommend Don't Move on Netflix. It just came out. It's really good. What did you watch? Anything?
I've watched some older stuff.
What?
I watched Taken with Liam Neeson.
That's always a good one.
Oh, man, it was a classic.
Always a good one. Yeah.
Dude, the best part.
Can you do his voice?
Oh, God. I am Liam Neeson.
Yeah, my gosh. I'm standing right here with Liam Neeson.
I don't know if that was good or not. But the best part, man, is when he's at that table with those guys and he's like, can you translate this for me? And he's like, it says good luck. And then it hits him in his brain like, this is the guy I was on the phone with. It took my daughter.
That's right.
And he goes, I was on the phone with you a couple days ago. You don't remember me? And the guy's like, and then all he says is, I told you I'd find you. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The ass kicking
And it's
starts.
over. It's
Man, awesome.
That was a good one.
That one was awesome. And then I've watched The Hobbit. It's November.
I like that.
So me and my wife go through The Hobbit and all the Lord of the Rings in
Why
November.
in November?
I don't know. It's just a little autumn type movie. There's
Thanksgiving stuff?
Yeah, there's one great scene in The Hobbit 2 when they're running through the spider forest and Bilbo gets above the tree line and he sees this amazing, beautiful view of the mountain, all the trees and the leaves are changing.
Yeah.
It's just an awesome little autumn-like feel. And maybe that's why we chose that month to do it. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Agatha, we bring it up every time.
I did finish that finally. And the ending was kind of cool.
I saw his outfit, Wiccan's outfit.
Yeah.
Is it bring it all together? Is it worth
Oh, I don't know about all
watching?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of cool that, she finally learned her lesson about what she really wanted. And we got to see why she even went down this road in the first place. Because death's in the show. And she took something from Agatha. And so, yeah, it's pretty interesting. It had more of a
Worth catching
meaning.
up on or not?
Yeah, I would catch up on
Okay.
it. I'll do
that.
I wouldn't put it top tier, one of Marvel's top shows, but I'd catch up on it just to see the ending, see what happens.
So there's a big spat now between CGC, the grading company, CBCS, which they're suing each other. They're suing.
Oh.
So they're suing PSA. So let me get this straight. CBCS, one of their graders, went over to PSA, and they're suing them for trade secrets.
Oh.
Okay. But they're arguing back, hey, there's no secret to it. We're grading comics. Come on, really. Regardless of the fact, CGC and graded comic book sales are starting to not be the desired thing.
Oh.
Now, many people have argued, I don't want slabs. I want my book raw.
Okay.
Like, these are raw. I want it slabbed. Slabbed are, of course, the acrylic sealed. Can't read it. My wife said, why you even get them done? You can't ever read it again. Well, if you read it already, it's good. And then it tells you the grade of it. Well, people aren't liking that because of the trust loss in CGC. Now they've got this thing that they're calling Bendgate, which with this new process that they had to change the way slabs are done because people were cracking them and then switching them at CGC. Big problem. And then they were taking the better one for themselves. So they got a new slab that does it. Well, the heat process bends your book.
Oh.
So now you got books that go like this, and you can look at on the side, and it goes just like this. And they're calling it Bendgate. So they're losing trust in CGC. Now, I do only CBCS when I send them in. Doesn't mean I don't buy CGC books. I buy older ones, but I only send my stuff to CBCS. And I love their slabs and love the way it looks, but I have them in my office, and so I can look at them, and that's my thing. I don't know. What do you think on this whole debate of whether you keep them raw or you keep them what somebody else says is the grade of that book?
Me personally,
Yeah.
it would have to be some kind of significant issue. The first appearance of somebody, or the death of somebody,
Yeah.
or just the first issue, something that's like really, really worth grading.
right.
Otherwise, I'll keep them all raw.
Yeah. See, I made the mistake of going in when I first got into this 4 years ago or 3 years ago, was buy all the slabs I could buy. And it was stuff that no one cares about. You couldn't give the slab away. And typically, to get a book slab, the minimum is about $25. And with shipping and stuff, it might cost you 40. So I would buy these books thinking, oh, wow, I got it for 25 or 40 bucks. And it'll never, no one wants these. They just grabbed them. And people speculate. So they speculate. They say, well, I think Avengers or Aliens versus Avengers is going to be a hit show. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna slab it at 9.8, and it'll increase in value. And then it doesn't get optioned, and it sits there, doesn't do anything. So it's tough. It's really tough. Any toys? You got any toys going on today? Or are you just gearing up for the sale?
Man, yeah, I'm pretty much gearing up for this sale, man. I'm getting ready. Me and my partner are going to be here. Most of the time, we're not here at the same time, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of people lining up out the door.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be real big. Biggest sale you've ever seen.
Yes.
And yeah, so I'm going to be getting ready for that. We do have a lot of pops.
You do.
And
didn't somebody find the sticker?
somebody did find the sticker.
Who was that?
That was a kid named Ray.
Is he the one that found the comic book
He
sticker?
was
That's
the
what
same
I thought.
one.
We got his picture right up here.
Yeah, Ray comes in and he's this cool kid, man. He's awesome. He talks to me about the stuff he likes to do and he wants to do when he finally graduates school. And he just has time and he goes over here and he went with a flashlight.
Oh,
and
that's
he looked
awesome.
through each and every one of these piles. I'm talking about he searched the whole store.
That's cool.
Yeah, until he found it, man. And it was
we've
awesome.
got stickers out there, right?
Yep, there's still more.
And they're going to be out there for the anniversary.
Yep.
So there's stickers on comics. If you find that sticker, that comic's free. Stickers inside the pops. You find that, just like Ray did, it's free.
That's
no
right.
obligation, no tax, no nothing.
That's right.
Pay $20 for the bag, but that's it. You're done. So that's a great thing. You got to come out here and support these local businesses.
That's it.
You really do, because it's tough. It is. First of all, you got to find it. And you're here. What, Maple? Give me the address.
205 South Maple Street, Lebanon, Tennessee.
So if the square is back right over here, and you see that Capitol Theater, you go straight down that side road of Maple,
Straight on down.
and you'll see now a big yellow wall, because that restaurant out front that you're next to painted the wall yellow,
Yeah.
bright yellow. So look for a bright yellow wall, and then in that shopping plaza is the Collectors, and when it's next to a salon and then one of those tobacco vape shops. But this is a place that you can come in and get some good books, get some good toys, get a mystery box, talk to Brandon. These books, these card games, I mean, everything. It's a nice, safe environment right here. Come on into the Collectors and support this business.
That's right.
We don't want any place to, this is the only legitimate new comic book store in Lebanon.
That's true.
And so, again, we talked about the subscription models that you can get at the League of Comic Geeks. Or you can just come in here and tell Brandon, hey, I want to get all the Rick and Mortys, and I want to get the Power Rangers, I want to get the Sonics. Will you order them each week for me so I have them back here? And you're done. Right?
That's it. That's all you got to do.
What else? Anything else?
I don't think so. I think that might be it.
Well, we had a good talk.
We did. Good comic talk.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you later. Don't forget.
Keep on collecting.
Bye now.